Hi guys, today I'm just going to do a very quick video tutorial just to show you how I do my eye makeup using all of our mineral pigments. So I've already done my base coat of rose water, moisturiser, Glorious Face and Eye Primer, and then I've used the Touch Press powder in Chiffon, so just to give me a nice even coverage. And then as you can see, I've gone for a goldy brown look, which is a bit of a smoky eye, but it's a really nice one to go out for the day. And I'm off for afternoon tea for my birthday with my mum and my sister, so that's what mine looks for. So I'm going to start off, I'm using a mirror just over here just because it's a bit easier to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use the mineral pigments is Curious, which is this one. You can see, just tap some out in the lid there. And that we're going to put all over the eye, concentrating just under the brow bone. And then Devious, which I've got to say this is really one of my favourites. It's a very dark brown, but it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. And that one, what I'll use that for is putting that in the socket and just bringing that in slightly and a little bit under the eye line. And then another one of my favourites, they're all my favourites actually, is Gorgeous, which is this goldy orange colour. It's a real shimmer pigment and it just looks beautiful. As you can see, it gives a real gold shimmer, but it's not too harsh. So this is one of my favourite looks. So to start off with, we're going to use the liner shader brush, and like I say, you're just going to use Curious. Tap that off. These pigments go a long way, so you really don't need too much. Tap that off, and then concentrating just under the brow bone, but really just go all over the eye. Just a little bit in the corner just to lighten that up. I am going to go and do all my contouring and put a bit of bronzer on after, but for this one we're just going to focus on the eyes. Okay, put that there. Then the next one we're going to use our crease brush, which this one really packs in the pigment so it doesn't fall. Now I just dab it, still tap it off because obviously you don't need too much. And then right in the socket of your eye, go right the way round over to there, and then I tend to do almost like a figure 7, so up there and around, and then just bring it in slightly. And then always blend. So blend, blend, blend. You don't really want a massive big line showing where the colours, one colour starts and one finishes. So always blend, and it will also dust off any loose powder that you've got so that you've not got too much on. So just there. And obviously if you do a bit too much, you can always go back and touch it up after to take a little bit off, or you can put a bit more Curious over the top. So as you can see, so it just goes right the way over into a 7 like that. Then the next one we're going to use Gorgeous. So like I say, you just tap a little bit and it really does go a long way. But for this one, I'm going to put the rose water. So with our mineral pigments, you can use them dry or wet. Obviously if they're wet, the colour is intensified. And the great thing is they're all natural, they're mineral based, so a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to put one squirt in there, and then I'm going to use the Deluxe eyeshadow brush. Just mix that round, so it's almost like a paste. You don't want too much water because obviously it will make the colour go a little bit translucent. And then with this one, I'm going to just dab it on all over the eyelid, up to the socket, but not going above where I've got Daring, sorry, in the crease. A little bit more of that. And then again, you want to make sure that you blend it. Such a lovely shimmer. And then what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to bring it below the eye slightly. You can go all the way along if you want. I tend to just stick to the outer corner. Just like that. And then what I'm also going to do is use Daring for my liner. So I don't want a really harsh line, and I think black would be too much for this. So I'm just going to use the other end of the liner shader brush. Just a small amount, again tapping any excess off. And then I am going to pull my eye open for this. I don't know, some people do, some people don't. And then just literally a really thin brush to the end. I don't want to focus too much on the eyeliner. So as you can see, that just gives that tiny bit of definition there. And then I'm also going to just bring that under the eye, just to give that little bit of a smoky look with the gold. There we go. So that is pretty much it. And of course, we need to finish off with the 3D Plus Fibre Lash Mascara. So as always, we've got the 2 tubes. We've got the transplant gel and the fibres, and these great little windows that show you when you're running low, so you can reorder. So we start off, I anyway do one eye at a time, but obviously that eye's already done. So I always try and take a little bit of the excess off. They've got the lovely thinner brushes, and then we just put one coat all the way over. You don't want to smother them really, so I'd just say put a light coat all the way over your lashes, bottom ones as well. I mean, you don't have to, I prefer to. There we go. And then if you twist the brush rather than pump it up and down, it stops any additional air and bacteria getting in, so that's probably the best way to do it. And then with the fibres, just concentrate on the ends. I don't like my lashes looking too thick at the root, so I tend to just put the fibres more towards the latter sort of 2/3 of your eyelashes. Just like that. And then again, you go back with the transplant gel. Make sure you cover all of your lashes with the transplant gel, and then that way it will seal in all of the fibres. There you go. Now, hopefully you can see that. So that is that eye finished. Obviously it's taken me a little bit longer because I've been talking, but it really doesn't take that long, and it's just a lovely look. So all of our mineral pigments, they're all natural, and like I say, they're mineral based, so they're really great. There's loads of different colours for any type. You can mix and match them. Most of them go with each other, and you can use them wet or dry, like I say. If you put them wet, then the colour obviously is more intense and make your eye pop. We do matte shades, we do shimmer shades. So that really is my eye tutorial. I'm now going to go off and finish my makeup. Obviously need to sort those brows out. Going to do a little bit of contouring, blusher and bronzer, a little bit of lipstick, and then I'm off for the day. Okay, hope you all have a great day. Bye.